Karina, and I am here today with another topper review. Today I am going to try on and introduce you to Hattie by UniWigs. Hattie is a full 9 by 9 inch base, which gives you a huge base, a ton of coverage, which is essential for a few reasons if you want long hair, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But let's talk about the cap construction. So Hattie has a silk top, so you can part it anywhere in this area right here. This whole area is going to be the silk top. It comes with a flexible front comb. So each of these little tooth pieces have been individually sewn in so that you can move it around and it bends to the shape of your head, which is really great and adds comfort and flexibility. It also comes with 4 pre-installed pressure clips. So Hattie is actually from the Colorist Collection that UniWigs has just started to offer. This is, I think, their first topper from the Colorist Collection, and it is just beautiful. If you take a look, you can see it's a blonde balayage. Now, what I love about this balayage color is just how light that root is. Typically, if you're a natural blonde or semi-natural blonde like myself, that root is typically so dark on balayage colors. This one is not. It gives you a really subtle dark root that fades beautifully into this cool blonde, which I love. It's probably the prettiest topper color I have seen thus far by any manufacturer. So next we're going to take a very close look at that transition between that silk top and the base right here. So as you can see, the silk top ends just slightly sooner than the hairline ends. So what you can do with that, and I'll show you in a little bit, is you can use a little bit of hair building fibers in that transition area. Overall, this is pretty thin considering it's 130% density topper and it has that silk base. So let's see it on. So the Colorist Collection is hand colored. So you might see, if you look closely, a little bit of a line where it has been darkened on the underside. This might be typical with Colorist Collection toppers and wigs because, like I said, they are all hand colored. However, those lines should not be visible anywhere on top at all. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Now, they do say on their website that because this has been hand colored and processed, they do recommend taking extra good care of it. You do want to make sure that you're conditioning it, not washing it that often. Just really only wash it when you absolutely have to. That's my general rule of thumb for all toppers and wigs. Just don't wash it unless you have to, unless it really needs a good washing. So when you put it on, do make sure that you're leaving the pressure clips closed when you put your topper on, and then you open them individually and snap them shut, scooping up a little bit of hair at a time. So I've just put her on. I haven't done anything to it as far as blending or transitioning, and I want you to see what that looks like right away. Pretty dang good without any effort. I haven't even combed my hair through it yet, and oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, I love it. Such a pretty color. Now, I always film all of my content without any filters, and I try to always do natural lighting. So I am standing in front of a window just so that you can see kind of what this natural color looks like. So now that we've kind of explored the color and the cap construction, let's go ahead and incorporate my bio hair into the topper. I do that by brushing my bio hair up and through the front. And this really helps with the blending. If we need a better blend, then we can go back with some hair building fibers. You can even use a little bit of eyeshadow and you just dab it along that front transition. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and put some just right here so that that transition is nice and smooth. But let's first take a look at the topper on and all around. Oh, she's so pretty. So she is 18 inches long, which is very long for me. It is much longer than my bio hair, but I can get away with it, and let's talk about why. Now, if you look closely, you can see my bio hair kind of poking out underneath the topper a little bit. So the reason I can get away with wearing a topper that is like 4 to 6 inches longer than my bio hair is because this base is so large. Typically, when you're purchasing a topper, you want to purchase a topper that is 1 to 2 inches longer than your bio hair, not too much more. But when the base is large and you have 130% density, you can get away with a much longer topper. And it just maybe, if your hair's poking out, it might just barely look like you have extensions, but realistically, you just aren't seeing my bio hair underneath. The other reason I can get away with a much longer topper is because it has this beautiful dimensional blonde, and they put in these low lights. My bio hair blends beautifully color-wise with this topper. So the color blend and the size of the base are going to matter if you want to get a topper that's much longer than your bio hair. Oh, it's so pretty. Now, when it comes to styling your topper, this is another one that you can easily tuck behind your ear because it has so much hair and such a large base. So I'm able to pull out a little piece of hair and it helps it blend so that it's nice and long in the front. The hair color is similar so that I can tuck it and it looks very natural. Again, I haven't done anything to that transition. I would add a little bit of hair building fibers there, but it's not so bad without any work. The other thing that I can do is I can pull a little bit of my bio hair up and through the topper and I can pin it back. So really, it just looks so natural, so realistic. I love this topper. It's just beautiful. I love everything about it. The only thing that I would say you should probably be aware of is because it is such a large base, you might want to add some additional pressure clips into the topper so that you're not putting too much strain on your bio hair. It's really important that we take care of our bio hair even though we're wearing alternative hair. So I would add probably a couple extra clips and then I would rotate them. Sometimes I would wear these front clips and these back clips, but then other times I would wear the middle clip and the front clip just to help make sure that I'm not constantly putting strain and pressure on the little bio hair that I have left. Now, if you have any questions about this topper, ask in the comments below and I'd be happy to answer them for you. You can subscribe for more wig and topper tips and content, or you can follow me on Instagram, wighair_selfcare, where I daily give tips, suggestions, and show off different toppers and wigs.